Well, let's start there. You've spent some time in Raleigh,
Yeah.
performed at Charlie Goodnight's. What's that experience been like?
Well, it was really fun. I had a show there where the audience was like half full, wasn't sold out as I usually do. And it turned out to be like one of my best shows ever. And the crowd was, I told them how much I appreciated them being there. And then they just loved everything. And so it was, yeah, it's one of my pleasant memories from touring, doing stand-up.
Excellent. In Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah, it was great.
Excellent. So you handed the script with a character that's animated, and what goes through your mind?
I'm reading, and I'm like, Craig is not on this until page 12.
Like, what's
Pass. No, I read it, I was like, I liked it a lot. I was fans of Lord and Miller, the producers, and so once I knew that it was their project, I thought, you know, if anybody can do this really well, that they can do it.
And what did you think for you as you looked at the role of Craig? What was in it for you? What appealed to you?
Just that I was starting from zero, that it was going to be up to me to sort of help develop who this guy was going to be eventually. And so, you know, I just went into it thinking he's just this, you know, mild-mannered but very compassionate person who cares a lot about, you know, Edie and Alan. And I didn't really think about him being complicated at all until we started filming. And then during one of the takes, I said, you know, I guess you think that I must be an embarrassment. Maybe I'm an embarrassment to my parents, or to a lesser extent, my brother and sister. Or maybe, well, it's true, I am an embarrassment. And all that came out of me just in the improv, and they kept it in because it added some texture to who the guy was, you know.
And you know, we're always curious as how much improvisation goes into comedy, and quite a bit?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, with most shows, you know, the script is already good. And what ends up happening is when you get it on its feet, sometimes as actors, like it all doesn't fit. It's like putting on a pair of shoes. Like they look like shoes and I can walk in them, but they're not comfortable, you know? And so sometimes you have to make it work, and, you know, and so sometimes improv helps get that done. And I've just been lucky on this show. You know, a lot of people on this show are involved in improv, so they understand the process of how you can use it to make the scenes better. And they've been great. They use a lot of our stuff.
Excellent. So invariably, the question becomes, how do you act when there's nothing there?
Yeah.
He's not there.
Well, I remind myself that when I practice my lines, that whenever, any job I've ever had, when I'm at home learning my lines, I'm talking to nobody. And so that's all I'm doing on this show, is I'm just talking to an X on a light stand, or, you know, you look into the corner of a wall or something, and you just act to it. And Shirley and I have had moments where we would lose it and just start laughing because we find ourselves as two professional, you know, veteran actors yelling at a X on a light stand. And you go, how did I get here? You know?
But you're here.
Yeah, yeah.
The dynamic of the couple, we were talking earlier, is this the first time two leads come from different cultures?
I don't know. I don't know. One of the things that I'm actually happy about, like in reading the reviews of the show and the press on the show, nobody's ever mentioned interracial couple. Yeah. Nobody has said Craig is black and Edie is white and they are in love. It's been just these two people. And so to me that's been kind of nice.
Yeah. Tim, I appreciate it.